Warning, this show contains swearing, references to death, murder, cannibalism, drug use, sex, violence, and potentially enslavement. I suppose it depends on your ideological position regarding Pokeballs. If you haven't realized already, quick FYI, this is a dark satire. Don't come at us in the future with some hocus wocus if someone like Donald changes their pronouns to they, them, and we look like assholes for not taking down and re-uploading the politically correct edits to respect future sensitivities. We're his friends, we take baths together. Who the hell do you think will be there to support him through his transition, for shit's sake?
Get off the stage, Joe.
Don't interrupt. Long story short, if you're a snowflake, then I'd fuck off and melt or some shit, cause this series ain't exactly vegan.
Oh my God, that smell is getting worse. Is that what civilization smells like?
Oh shit, that's making my eyes water.
Wait, let me check my diaper. 2 seconds. No shit, guys, it's dry.
Then either the sewers must be blocked or we're downwind of Rosie O'Donnell's unwashed truffle maker.
Do you reckon this is where all the rats around routes 1 and 2 originate?
That's a good point. Everywhere around the city is infested.
I reckon the rattata hunt Pidgeys in the tall grass.
If that's the case, Joe, wouldn't it make sense if they were electric-type mouse Pokemon?
That's a good point. An electric-type mouse Pokemon would probably hunt and eat Pidgeys.
Unless it evolved as a defense mechanism against flying predators.
Do you reckon there's such a thing as an electric mouse Pokemon?
That fucking piece of shit over there is probably scaring them off.
Is that where the smell was coming from?
Shit, do you reckon he's dead? We better not say anything in case they suspect us.
Why would they suspect us, Barack? Did you do something wrong?
Shut up, Donald.
Donald, you don't understand what it's like to be a black person in an English-speaking country. Barack is psychologically conditioned to have a fear response when seeing a group of white people. Fuck's sake, Watson. Don't you remember little Albert?
You shouldn't be allowed to talk. You chat so much shit.
Don't worry, Barack. We're just minding our own business and heading to the Pokémon Centre. What's it to them if we're even more stoned than a kind-hearted and law-abiding woman under the Taliban?
I think the crackhead is alive.
Hey, crackhead, are you alive?
I'm still drunk after last night. Find another way around.
That's not the same smell.
Listen, Mr. Drunk Homeless Man, we need to take our Pokemon to the hospital. You're impeding our access to urgent medical care, so we're fucking stepping over you, piece of shit.
Donald, this man deserves our compassion. We can't just step over him. I had forgot about that one.
Let's cross him, for fuck's sake. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with stepping over those who deserve our compassion in society.
Facts. Come on, Joe, lead the way.
Yeah, Joe, show us how it's done.
Stop it. You're being toxic. I'm not like you two. I can't do it for shit's sake.
Come on, Joe, it's fine. Stepping over those in need is a non-partisan issue.
Joe, for shit's sake, it's just a small fucking hop across someone in need of assistance. What the fuck is your problem?
I can't make the moral leap.
Let's change metaphors. Joe, imagine it's your responsibility to Afghanistan. Just step over it.
Actually, that works. I think I can do it.
That's it, Joe. Everyone believes in you.
Let's give it a go. Hang on.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thank you.
I fucking told you I couldn't handle Afghanistan.
Don't blame us, Joe. You chose to step up despite knowing you were unable to put your foot down.
Fuck's sake, let's go see if we can find another way around.
We cannot allow for the capitalist classes to destroy the planet in pursuit of limitless wealth. We need to save the planet immediately. These people have taken the natural bounty of the land, exploited it, built whole economies around it, and convinced trade unions to defend it. Despite having no Kanto or Yoto badges, I, Greta Thunberg, will be running for election as the new champion of the Indigo Plateau. I'm going to save the planet. I'm going to ban fossil fuels. I'm going to take charge of the future. Vote for Greta as your new champion.
Excuse excuse me. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I do beg your pardon, madam. I didn't mean to kick your toddler just then. Excuse me, Miss Thunberg. Greta?
Yes?
My name is Angelarippon. I'm a journalist with the BBC. May I ask you a few questions?
The BBC. You're supposed to be the pinnacle of world journalism, but you're ever sinking into a mass market attempt at commercial content. Christ, we live in a postmodern age that celebrates niche interests, but you're still making production decisions on whether the language is easy enough for unemployed single mothers to understand, for fuck's sake.
Oh, no, you're confused. I'm not with the regular BBC. I'm with the BBC World Service. So it's actually reputable journalism. We have radio stations in both Kanto and Johto. I would love to get a short interview with you, Greta, if that would be okay.
Well, okay, but only because the BBC World Service is still internationally respected, and people might therefore take my mission more seriously.
That's awfully kind of you, my dear. So could you quickly explain why everyone is gathered here today?
This is a meeting of all the major environmental protest groups. Other than that, it just seems like a bunch of random anarchists and homeless people came because they thought that there was going to be live music. Instead, we're all going to paint the town orange.
Aww. And what would be the message you would be conveying to politicians by doing that?
Well, first of all, we need to save the planet from extinction. The planet is a living organism called Gaia, and she's dying. Global warming is causing the North Pole to melt. How will Santa and his elves be able to make all the toys for all of the children if their factory is underwater and the reindeer eaten by warm water sharks?
Oh my, are you having a laugh?
No, Angela, I'm serious. To fix global warming, we need to stop producing plastic bottles, as these are clogging up the oceans, and that is warming the planet. One of the newest contributors to Kanto's plastic problem is based locally. Open your eyes, you're trading in bottles of piss.
Is that so?
And what about the hole in the ozone layer? We need to fill the hole in the ozone layer with something tangible and everlasting, like with hyperbole. After all, the hole is letting too much heat in and contributing to global warming.
I do beg your pardon, but I do think you may be getting somewhat confused, my dear.
Excuse me, bitch?
My sweet summer child, as admirable as your mission may seem, it appears you have your science confused. These are three separate environmental crises, not all related to global warming. First of all, plastic waste is a separate issue to global warming entirely. Plastic doesn't break down into carbon dioxide or methane like organic matter does. That's the bloody problem. It remains in the environment for millennia as hazardous microplastics that ultimately end up in the food chain and eventually pollute the cells of every living species, including us.
You.
Secondly, the hole in the ozone layer is a separate issue to global warming entirely. The ozone layer protects us from harmful radiation like X-rays that cause cancer. The hole was caused by industrial use of certain chemicals that, when they reached the upper atmosphere, unexpectedly dissolved large parts of it. We've actually almost entirely phased those chemicals out of use already. The hole has nothing to do with global temperature increase.
But I thought that the great big giant hole was letting in more heat.
No, my dear, global warming is caused by being over-insulated. A rising concentration of greenhouse gases within our atmosphere increasingly traps too much heat at the Earth's surface, hence the name greenhouse gases. Global warming isn't caused by a giant hole in the ozone layer letting in more sunshine.
Fake news.
I won't dignify that suggestion with a response.
You're not listening. The rising sea levels have set the planet on fucking fire, and it's everyone older than me's fault.
Maybe you shouldn't have skipped so many science classes to attend all those climate rallies. That is your only qualification as an expert, is it not? That you skipped school to attend a climate rally?
Bitch, I will cut you!
Could you confirm whether the school you skipped was specifically for autistic students?
I told you it was for artistic students. Every day I organized all the crayons into long rows by their different colors. I'm sick of adults trying to fact-check me. Attack her.
I choose you. Go Clefable.
Whoa, 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 what is going on here? Are you about to attack this lovely lady? Why don't we all calm down?
See, Angela, these three washed-up former presidents have come to pay me tribute. Hello, Mr. Presidents. It is I, Greta Thunberg, climate activist extraordinaire. Apparently, I represent radical naivety in this series.
Washed up? What the actual fuck? We were only investigating what was all this commotion. Don't try to use me for clout, you little bitch.
It figures that a man that already painted himself orange doesn't care about the planet.
Hey, I never said I didn't care about the planet. I just said I was skeptical about the causes of global warming. It's definitely getting warmer. My pool evaporates more than it used to. And it's become so salty that it smells like cum.
Is that what it was? I just presumed Melania was fucking in it while you were out.
Probably that too. Look, the hill that people like me are going to die on is that according to scientists, the planet has heated up and cooled down many times throughout even our most recent history.
Uncomfortable facts.
Even the so-called experts, even the ones who said nasty things about me, admitted that.
Facts.
Furthermore, even if we cut our CO2 emissions to virtually zero, volcanoes would still produce a ton of greenhouse gases.
Not my problem.
I'm not a scientist, I'm just a simple guy. It all sounds too complicated and nuanced for me to reconcile that information with my conscience. And frankly, our editor did a shit job of explaining it earlier.
Facts.
And don't get me started about the ozone layer. Have you seen my face? It's no secret I like a tan, right? But this isn't about me, it's about the next generation. And that means that Ivanka is able to sunbathe in the nude whenever it's a nice day outside without worrying that there's enough x-rays shooting through her that it scars the shadow of her skeleton as a glass sculpture in the sand.
To be fair, I think it would be good for her public image to prove whether she actually has a spine.
Facts.
Greta, sweetie, I commend your efforts, but...
Blah, blah, blah. You're just another angry old person who didn't skip school to become a celebrity climate warrior trying to lecture me about basic science.
Don't interrupt. Doesn't it concern you that in a hypothetical debate with Donald Trump, despite his world-leading ignorance, he still potentially comes across as more informed about global environmental crises than you?
Did you hear that? She called me world-leading.
Donald, just to pick up on what you said earlier, did you ever consider the planet could handle a lot of the volcanic activity and the natural cycles in climate if we were not further contributing in numerous complex ways, of which our carbon footprint is just one metric amongst many?
No, I didn't think about that. You're right. It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. And the earth ain't flat either. Tell the editor that he's made his point.
But what about the sharks eating all of Santa's elves? Don't you care about Mrs. Claus's conservatorship or the biodiversity of the North Pole?
Greta...
No, Angela, I won't have it. They tell me that reindeer can't fly. That must mean they've already gone extinct.
Greta, sweetie, I don't know how to tell you this, but although you may have admirable intentions, I feel you are hopelessly misled. There's no such thing as Santa Claus. He's a made-up story we tell children to make Christmas seem more special. He's not real. There were never any flying reindeer.
You have stolen my dreams. How dare you?
Fuck this shit. Let's fight our way out of here. Magmar may be injured, but I reckon he could take them.
Go Smeargle!
I don't think we have a choice now.
Smeargle, let's cool this planet down. Use Blizzard.
Look, she's trying to make Kanto the new North Pole.
Quick, Clefable, use Disable.
Hey, that rhymes.
Quick thinking, Angela.
Smeargle, use Heatwave.
OMG, no! I'm ginger, I'm burning!
Clefable, use Metronome.
Holy fucking Christ! A solar beam!
Smeargle? Smeargle? How could you hurt another living creature? Protestors, these people are an invasive species. Get them!
We're fucked!
You three could barely tie your own shoelaces. Clefable, use Flash.
Oh my fucking God!
Is this heaven? Did we all die? If it is, then why is Barack still here?
Fuck you.
Drones.
We've got about 10 seconds to get out of here before the flash wears off. I've got the material for my story, so I'm heading back to the office. It has been a pleasure to meet you all. I hope to see you again.
Of course, Shorty. You know where the teabag's at.
Barack might have the bigger penis, but I have more money.
Cheerio, old chaps. Tip-top effort today, gang skirt, etc. Until next time.
Goodbye, Mrs. Poppins.
Hey, is she gone?
I think I'm hearing voices again.
No, I heard it too.
Down here, quickly. I'm here to save you.
I don't think we have much choice.
A hole's a hole, I guess. Ouch, I banged my head climbing down.
Not my problem.
Where are we?
You're in the sewers, dipshit. Relax, will you? After all, this is where you three belong.
Who the fuck are you?
The direct approach. I admire that in a man with a mask. My name is Rat King. Fagin Rat King. Forget Hades. I'm the real boss of the underworld.
No shit, that's dope.
I used to have a trainer. He was the best. We went on all sorts of adventures, but then he went on some gay cruise or some shit, and my Pokeball must have rolled overboard.
Are you sure he didn't just throw you overboard himself?
Don't interrupt!
Sorry about him. Please continue your story.
Thank you. After swirling around the great Pacific garbage patch for a while, I washed ashore and had to learn to accept my freedom. Nobody wanted to rehome somebody's old Raticate anyway, especially one with such a thick New York accent.
Hey, editor, I take personal offense to that remark.
Fucking snowflake.
I was out on the streets, forced underground. I longed to one day remerge back into society.
Get me some tissues.
Yet somehow I managed to work my way up to being one of the biggest mob bosses in Kano. I moved my operation to Viridian City when I heard my old trainer had become the gym leader.
No fucking way.
I wasn't going to let him enjoy his time in office. I wanted to hit him where it hurts, and that means his press coverage. I had every sewer in Viridian City blocked so that he would lose the next election. The people were reduced to drinking piss. I thought his ego won't be able to take being criticized, but it turned out they liked the fucking taste.
Yeah, that's such a motivational story. Can I use that for my mailing list?
You got to admit, I've played this stinking city like a harp from hell.
Absolutely. It must have been hard as a startup.
Well, to be honest, I couldn't have done it without abusing labor laws. I took in all the stray ratata and offered to them food, board, and family in exchange for their labor. It was brilliant. I organized them like a colony of ants or bees. They go around doing odd jobs, picking up stuff, laying around, checking trash cans, collecting coins from the fountains, and maybe on occasion picking a pocket or two. We're a pretty ethical yet petty criminal organization.
Inspiring.
So why did you save us, Mr. Rat King?
I thought that would be obvious. You three look like you got money.
Fagin, I'm flattered.
No, not you. Your handsome friend over here, the Wakandan. They're all fucking loaded. Restaurants offer them a discount if they sit at the window.
I ain't got shit on me right now, but I can tick you a rescue and pay you back next time.
Don't bullshit me. What have you got in your bag there, Wakandan?
Don't, please don't.
Give me your bag or we'll eat you. There's plenty of people here in Kanto who'd pay a hefty price to gobble up a Wakandan.
Just let him search you, Barack. Don't pretend like you're not used to it.
For fuck's sake, Donald. There you go again, being unsympathetic. What you're referencing is a stain upon society. Everyone should be searched equally, which means as little as possible. Saying that Barack, please tell us you've got some good shit on you, so that he takes that and leaves us alone.
Oh, what do we have here? A few empty bottles, some mysterious white powder. Fuck me, you need to get better shit, Barack. Oh, looky. What are these?
Yeah, what are those, Barack?
I swear I've never seen those before.
Now, what is this? Oh my God, a bike voucher. I can finally get that bike I've been dreaming of. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much. Christ, I'm going to be portable.
Who says Santa ain't real?
And what about this? Oh, no. No. It's a ticket to a party on the SS Zan. Oh, my God, that's where... Oh, no, it's all coming back to me.
What's happening?
I think he's having some PTSD. What's wrong, Fagin?
It's a ticket to a party on the SS Anna. That's where I fell overboard.
Fuck you, Obama. Were you just going to go to a party without us? And you call yourself a friend. Fuck you.
You only ever think about yourself, Barack. Are we not cool enough to take to a party? We're your friends, for fuck's sake.
Fuck you. Why do I get attacked so much when Donald, and actually you too, Joe, say and do far worse shit than me?
Because it's funnier to poke fun at the goody two-shoes.
Have you even read John Newbery?
What's wrong, Barack? Is your pottage cold? Can't you handle criticism?
You can fucking keep this. I'd rather drink a bottle of piss.
You can go alone, Barack.
To be honest, I'm even more pissed that you had a fucking bike voucher and you didn't tell us. You're so fucking toxic. Do you not know how much ass that could have bought us?
Deep breaths, Joe. We haven't got any ice cream, and you turn into a real Mr. Hyde when you haven't got any to calm you down.
I've just had enough with Barack. He doesn't care about us, Donald. He dreamed of riding solo, up the dirt track to Victory Road. We were never in the picture.
Hey, that's not true. We're a team. After all, I gave you a Pokemon each, and we each share and take turns hanging out of Jinx Vanka like best friends should.
That's true, and I love our baths together.
Look, you seem like nice guys. I didn't mean to come between you. How about I take you to wherever you're heading via the secret underground tunnels? They've barely been seen by humans since the war.
Fuck yes, Fagin, that would be awesome. Thank you.
We needed to get to the Pokémon Centre. Some drunk guy was blocking our path.
Absolutely. I'll get you to the nearest Pokémon Centre in a jiffy. I just want to say thank you to you guys. You've fed a lot of orphaned rats with your contribution to my organization today.
That's no problem, Rat King. You're a fucking brilliant guy. I hope you know that.
Thank you, Donald. And so are you. We had such a laugh today.
Oh, I'm really gonna miss you, Fagin.
Well, why don't you add me on Snapchat?
Abso-fucking-lutely. We can keep in touch and send each other snapshots and updates of our lives.
Oh, that's brilliant. I don't have too many genuine friends on the surface world, mainly just business associates. It would be nice to see the sun a bit more.
We've really enjoyed your company, Mr. Rat King. We look forward to seeing you again.
Oh, definitely, you will. Listen, I'm not saying I'm your Pokemon, but consider me a little monster in your pocket.
Ha ha ha, I love wordplay.
Our European allies have let Kanto down by siding with Johto at the United Nations. We will not forget this insult and shall respond appropriately. If elected, we will review our defense spending regarding all European safety matters and force the United Nations to recognize our authority regardless of international law or historic legal precedent. Some people think that you have to be the loudest voice in the room to make a difference. That is just not true. Often the best thing we can do is turn down the volume. When the sound is quieter, you can actually hear what someone else is saying, and that can make a world of difference. And do you know whose voice you can hear? It's mine, bitches. It's time to finish building that fucking wall. It's time to make Kanto the 51st state. It's time to fucking make America great again.